everybody, welcome to Clardy Woodworks. Today we're going to be building a farmhouse table. My wife has graciously allowed me to build this for her. She's wanted a farmhouse table for a while. We sold our dining room table that we bought a couple years ago and decided it was time to build something that fit what our current living situation, current house and everything, and just fit the style that my wife was looking for. So I'm using dimensional lumber in this project. I was hoping to use basswood and some other wood for it, but the cost just skyrocketed. My local lumber supplier only got 8/4, and there's just a lot to that. So we're going to be using, this is Douglas fir. These are 2x10s. I've got some 2x4s, and I've got 4x4 posts for the legs and for the support system. So this is actually, the plans for this are on Anna White's blog. If you haven't ever seen Anna White's stuff, she does some great stuff, but I'm going to modify them slightly, just a little bit. I will link the plans below to the Anna White blog, link to the plans in the Anna White blog, and you can kind of see how we built it, but we're going to get started. This is some 2x10 dimensional lumber, 2x10 Douglas fir. I'm going to be ripping it down to 8 inches wide, just to get the clean edges, and also we have the dimensions of the table are pretty, they're specific. We have 68 inches long by 40 inches wide, and that's as wide as we want to go. So using, like I said, the 4x4 posts. So you'll get to see all this, and let's get started. So what I've done is I have cut some of these boards. These are 3 of them down. I had to actually return the other 2 that I had. They cut way too much and they were warped a little. Didn't notice in the store, but I got 2 more boards. And so I'm going to rip them down. These are ripped right now, or sorry, not ripped, they're cut down to 70 inches. And that's because I wanted to just cut them and then be able to come to the other end and clean up the other end as well. And it gave me a little bit of play. So if I messed up on an end, you know how it is. So, so far, so good. I've got 2 more to rip up, and you get to follow along with that. So let me stop here for a second and explain what's going on. I decided to use pocket hole joinery instead of the beadlock loose tenon joinery for several reasons. First, being that it was very difficult to line up the mortises, and I didn't want to spend hours trying to figure that out and get it all lined up perfectly. So instead, I decided to go with some glue and pocket holes and screws. I think it's going to hold just fine. I think it's going to be great. I was looking for the polished look, but what I did was I used some of the plugs that Craig sells with the, or separate from the pocket hole jigs, and I glued them into place after securing the boards together and then sanded it down and made it look flush. So they're really not noticeable, but maybe in the future I'll use the loose tenon joinery or a mortise and tenon joint, but I wanted to get this project going and finished so that we could have a kitchen table again. It brings a We've kind of made a change to this whole thing. We're going to add breadboard ends. Wife decided that's what she wanted, liked the look of them, so I'm going to cut down actually the top and add breadboards to the end. The breadboard's going to be made from the same material, the Douglas fir, but it's going to be, they're all going to be 8 inches, just like the planks, so they're 8 inches wide. And we'll just flip them on the end, and yeah, we'll be good with that. So I've got to do some milling up of the Douglas fir to get those down to the right width, or get it all milled up straight edges, and then we've got to cut down the tabletop, which is going to be interesting because I'm going to have to probably circular saw it. So anyway, yeah, Here you go. Oh, this thing's really heavy. Got the breadboard ends added on, which is a nice touch, and I think it looks better already. I've got a lot of sanding to do left on it. Like I did last time, I've got to take the belt sander to the top, get the unevenness kind of smoothed out. I've got to clean up the edges some because there's still some fun there. This edge is going to have to probably be cut. I'll probably have to just do a straight cut along it, which is going to be a pain. But other than that, I think I'm almost done. So
it brings a